hace esto. Bueno, no lo puedo hacer.
My
Tut.
Is it time for a magic show?
Bueno, la dejé. Cambiar por daño crítico. Tiqui, 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 tiqui. ¿Qué es dentro? Ah, ya. Hidro, creo que ella es. No, ella es aire. Bueno, total, necesito probabilidad.
Please to make your
¿Y en dónde lo puedo? 9 es. siguiente día. Una falda, ¿qué es eso? Cosa más rara.
Feel free to take a look around.
What should I put in my
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in. Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. But back to the matter at hand.
What agreement?
Correct. Child
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Liyue Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. The flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to... Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry.
¿Qué tiene hambre?
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
¿Quién eres?
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times, and we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends. But the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble. Well, they are still. I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because.
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueun Karst.
Ah,
Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Well, if you really...
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Pues... sí.
Indeed. The weight of 3,700 years worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Habla de una forma. Lo escucho y me duermo. Mi, 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 mi.
Step on us!
¿Tú? ¿En serio?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows?
Betting?
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality, I have
Priceless. We're back to buy.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? How about this? I can take a
Don't worry.
A ver,
I know
linkea
the rules. As long as
MFLAYS.
we can prove that it
Dijo.
is good jade,
Es raro que
you will
nadie
not
vea
take
esto
a
XD.
loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker.
Stinge?
But wouldn't something...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive them
What sort of conditions?
while we add the high temperatures using pyro. We can use...
Oh!
Strictly speaking,
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant?
that would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control.
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move!
Aderlin GAMEPLAYS. Gracias por seguirme.
Como deletreé el nombre. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué acá? Ujú.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumerian's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the Hilly Trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line!
800, Pick! De buen daño.
Over here! Let's dance! Trip on up! Let the magic begin!
Buen daño.
There's still soup in here! These Hilly Churls sure have big appetites! This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment! We're ready to use pyro. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is.
¿No puedo? Creo que no. No puedo.
Leave it to me. As you wish. Let it rain. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade. Hilly Trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after. Surprise! Trip on up! Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More helichurls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Didn't quite dodge it. I need to focus.
Steady us.
Trip on them. Surprise! No one escapes my sight.
Ow! That's bright! Too bright! That was the... Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back
You're
to the
back,
Jade
my
Mystery
friend.
to buy some jade, shall we? Huh? No, it will think a bit... Huh? No, it think a bit... Exactly.
No problem.
Then we'll take a
Done. All the same, parting. Oh, it is said that when our... Alas.
Are you sure?
If not...
in the safe hands of the liyue and
All right.
now that we've made our...
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. As I thought.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't... That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even...
Well, it...
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
New stock at cigarette. What should I put in my letter?
I can't wait to see my adorable daughter.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The liyue have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us.
No hay problema, son
Wonder
ciegos.
what that's about.
Estamos en el todo el medio y nadie nos ve.
The
Traditionally, we call it the exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Debería haber una mecánica de que si te encuentra un guardia te dan este o algo. Es fastidioso, pero más realismo.
You can't beat the atmosphere here at Vila.
Bajo. ¿Abajo hay más? Ah, hay más.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Yo te puedo destruir la vida si
Golden
te...
House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
Cállese el hocico.
One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Yo te puedo matar si a mí se me da la gana. Silencio.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Silk flowers have all... I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the...
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're...
I'll take them all, boss.
Ay.
Again?
How can I put this? But this... Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should, like several other... But this is the only right... Now that's settled. A question. Do you have any mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you
Yes.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about... Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Entonces dame toda la
Are
tienda.
you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis.
Dame toda la tienda, tu ropa y tu vida.
If he
Por
hadn't
reloj.
written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Y tu bigote.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Es más, olvida todo. Solamente dame las flores y tu bigote.
You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
La cosa parece
So,
amanecida
now
de
that we
reloj.
got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally, with the help of an expert. Unfortunately,
Talk about...
hence I need...
So this time,
I will wait for you.
maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's...
Cállate la boca, po.
Alon, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got us.
No, they were for medicinal use only.
Eso sí.
Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qimei.
The fortune teller, right? Thanks, Lon.
¿Para qué hablé?
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct. I think we need more time to get to know each other.
Ah!
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh, well, I don't actually use any. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yingar?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Buenos días.
Well, hello.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady.
Tú también.
Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me.
Sí.
This is the ultimate.
Snooping around? Why are you making it up?
What can I say? Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you?
No!
My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all.
Sí, por...
You're on... Ay, ay, ay. Who let this tiger out of the cage? Well, with your looks, who can blame you? If you've got it, flaunt it. As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me. So,
voy a prestarle
where is
atención a
a
todo
good
menos al perfume.
place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Buenas.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
¿Dónde? ¿Ya?
Have you fetched the water? Have a look
Ah. Pita.
Leo has really got a lot going for it.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench.
Huh.
Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Ooh, you're a natural. Like a fish to water. Now, take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the
Aprendió, eso ya me lo sabía. ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Ah. colores de seda. ¿Por qué un material de mejores? ¿Esto como arma?
Wow. This is some exquisite. The essence is you must take care to control. So please, don't waste a drop. All 3 perfume, a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Sí.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment.
Toditito.
You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right.
Paimon wants to hear this.
Cállate la boca, tú no deberías estar
The
acá.
first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Yup. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. Finally, all clear? Don't get them mixed up now. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything.
Se me va a olvidar.
Okay? I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take
Obvio.
these 3 perfumes over to this.
¿Qué no?
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
Obvio.
3 sets and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. This is the second kind.
Cállate, Paimon.
The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a... Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Recomiendo callarte porque luego se enoja. Nos manda una maldición.
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has
Estamos
taken
tan
on
fuertes
countless
como para
forms.
vencer un dios.
Perhaps that really
Por
was
ahora.
one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Chi-Sing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished the
Next, I would like the two...
cleansing bell.
At present.
Sure, but aren't you... Man,
Allí para acá.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed...
what happened?
Back in my day, people said but
So that means
yes, this harbor is like a, well, an old friend
Cállese,
of mine.
vieja.
He saw me get, but he told me that it has been still though. These old.
that's right, Gran. And
All right, children.
do you?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic tea?
How does that work?
Oh, youngsters.
Gracias. ¡Un genio! ¡Sí! ¡Tendré tu deseo! ¡Deseo convertirme en Super Saiyajin! ¿Qué? Ah.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Puede ver una guía de 87.000 horas para saber cómo mejorarla.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy.
Didn't quite dodge it. Surprise! Over here.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
No.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Kyuyun Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
¡Que me cura eso! Bueno, ahora ya sé a quién subir a nivel 80. Es más, se puede. No se puede. Josephia.
I'll race you there. Let it rain.
I kill you.
Step on up. Be amazed. Over here. How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
¿Se duerme?
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really an adeptus. Oh, as to whether I am one or not.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think
Isn't
it's
it?
weird?
Oh, don't be silly. But no matter what, we have to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's now that you have come to borrow the bell. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to... We haven't met in a while anyway. Well, you must have things to do, since you... Oh, and do tell the person that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but...
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, when a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No, no. Kites are children's toys, yes. But I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
¿Qué es?
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see
Well, we've talked about a whole bunch of things. Well, he seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government.
Well, that's because...
Finally, I have...
Indeed.
I took the... As for the...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite display... These markings, justice flows across... Well then, Granny Shan. I shall take these back with me.
Well, allow me.
Okay.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through.
Ah, bueno, ahora ayudas.
I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, the rite of parting requires help.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Hiring help? Sure.
Adventure.
That's not hard.
A most fair price.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's... Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
¿Cuánta plata tengo? No tengo, ¿dónde veo mi plata? No, personaje no. Galería de personajes tampoco. Aprovechando voy a... Inventario. No sé dónde veo mi plata. Mi plata.
Should I save this money or invest it? A full day of...
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero.
That's too little. This is... This price will do. No loss to me for a...
Oh, help? So what's the job?
Let me see.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a...
Done.
No. Yo soy muy pobre.
Oh, come on. Huh? Huh? No. Let me think. Deal.
13.000 moras, ¿tú qué?
All finished then?
You think you can buy us off?
Well,
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
you both need to calm down. Just what is this about?
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
A mí no me importa.
Over here! Surprise!
Huh. The reception is deserted. Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check?
Enano.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. It can't be.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong it's a kind of crossbow turret. Located in Tianheng Pass.
Mr. Zhang Li.
Apparently not quite.
The cocoa goat is a legend.
Did you want to add it?
No. Just that what it looks like.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
piece of cake.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be...
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
These parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do...
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly...
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. In my last time we approached the mountain, a few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for... The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces! And
Tut tut. Van, it is not we who...
Surprise! Cue the spotlight! Get back! Step on up!
The hunter becomes...
That tingle? Fry! That tingle?
That's no one escapes my time to clean up.
I got careless. Fry! A little taste. That tingle?
Leave it all to me.
That tingle?
Yeah, over here.
I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject. That tingle?
Yeah, good one.
That tingle? Picked the wrong test subject. Another test subject.
Yes. Digo. Por STMR habla un poco P.
¿Qué digo?
Over here.
Estoy en la pelea, ¿qué digo yo? Ay.
Dijo. A cagón.
Should.
Over here.
Lo otro quedó abajo.
Dijo. Una fumadita pe mano para que entretengas esta vacío.
¿Qué digo?
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the
Dijo.
time.
¿Qué nivel está tu mundo para entrar P?
So we've got the Guizhong ballista working.
Nivel
but
2.
where's our Coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed
Dijo.
no significant life
Alto
forms
que
nearby,
pasa, Id.
save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means a Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
¿Para qué vine?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Good idea. We did our best.
cállate la boca, Paimon.
Dijo. Escribe en el chat. Tú di.
Está acá abajo. Además soy nivel 25, nivel de mundo 2. Además creo que no puedes entrar porque es una misión principal y las misiones principales le tienen fobia a los jugadores. ¡No! ¡Le dio la Q!
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
Bueno.
We found no trace of the Cocoa Goat Adeptabeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi.
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. I'm sorry. I have... here. This...
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child.
Never
mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the liyue proverb goes...
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job
No,
of
no,
shattering
no,
this poor
no,
world to you.
no. Yo no voy a hacer... No.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
El día tendrá que crecer. Es un zombie.
Someone learned.
¿Tú qué?
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. What a sorry state of affairs. The medicine... The snake is speaking!
Ya nada
I prefer to
sorprende.
stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the...
Don't mind Chung Sheng.
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense?
Whew, at last. Things are fun.
3 million mora. Top quality.
3 millones. ¿Por qué?
You might as well just rob the Golden House.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of it.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to Chop?
20 minutos después.
Cocoa goat! Cocoa goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey, less laughter.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say...
Strange. I knew the...
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi...
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want.
That's like 0...
2 million... Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Qué misión tan mala.
That lot is an absolute... So, you've been eavesdropping...
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the...
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I?
¿Cuánto dura? ¿Cuánto llevo? ¿Cuánto dura?
Step on us!
¿Cómo copio una idea? Foto de perfil. Ah. ¿Cómo copio una idea?
May the Lord of Geo protect you.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion...
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from odd? Which is it? The questions that such travels... To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old...
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round knockout.
¡Ya! ¡Nueva misión! ¿Qué? ¿Cuándo? ¿Dónde? ¿Qué nivel? Ah, ok. Espera la horda acordada 1823. 500... ¿Esto qué es? ¿Ah? Bla, 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 bla. Ajá. ¿Dónde? Ah, claro. 18, ¿no? Sí.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of liyue, what does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching... They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her Jade Chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the rite of dissension. Huh.
At last I have...
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ninguno en este mundo puede tener una ropa normal.
We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her...
An official invitation.
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber. Together we shall snip...
Me van a encarcelar.
And with that, the emissary who called herself what we've received will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count.
And you'd best be on your...
Don't worry, we won't forget.
De aventura 28. ¿Por qué? ¿Necesidad cuál? ¿Cuál? Señorita Yu. ¿Qué es esto? Resina concentrada. Ajá, 28, ¿por qué? Bueno.
Over here.
Pues hasta aquí, porque definitivamente ya, mucho lore por hoy.